Hi everyone, welcome along. Where are we today? We are in the woods. Why are we in the woods? Well, I got 2 new knives yesterday and I want to give them a test and a review and see how they perform. First things first, we're going to go and have a quick look at them. They're here in the bag. We'll get them out. Get this out first. So, bring them over here. So they're actually 2 knives that I got in Lidl yesterday. They're from the Crivet brand. 2 kind of bushcraft type knives. It's the first time I've seen anything like this come into Lidl, so I was very curious to try them out and have a look at them. So there's actually 3 came in. There's a small pocket knife too, but I didn't bother. I did get it, but I didn't bother bringing it to review because it's just a pocket knife. It's a Swiss Army style pocket knife. But anyway, there's 2 types here. There's this, it's kind of much like a Mora knife that I already have. I think it has a little fire striker in the back here in the handle. It has a kind of a plastic type sheath as well, and the same with this one. This one would be more of a bushcrafty type one. I really like the look of this one. This one did catch my eye. I thought this would be worth a test for sure. It's nice looking. Anyway, that's them there. First things first, I need to get some wood to try them out on. I'm going to light up a small fire in my kettle, get a cup of tea going. So I'm going to go do that. I'm going to pick up some wood and I'll come back and have some of that gathered up. Okay, so I just got some wood there. Ready now to have a look at this first knife, the more bushcraft type one, so I can get straight to it. Get it open up and have a look and see what it's like inside. This is my very unwell kept Mora knife. I'm just going to yeah, first impressions, it feels very nice in the hand. See? Yeah, it's nice weight. It feels very solid. It seems to be full tang knife, so I would imagine it would be fairly strong. It's fairly thick. It's got quite a 90-degree edge on it there. I don't know if you can see that properly, but yeah, it fits nicely in the hand, I have to say. Yeah, I'm liking it. We're going to look at the sheath now. So the sheath is just a basic sort of plastic affair, very much like the Mora knife sheath. Seems to have a wee rubber grommet type thing there. Imagine that's to hold the knife in. Let's see what it's like in the... Okay, so there's no sort of clip action there. It's just that little rubber grommet seems to use friction to hold it in. You can see that just there. It's very flexible. Yeah, it's not bad. I wouldn't be too confident about that clip or grommet holding that in, but otherwise it's a basic plastic little hole in the bottom to let any water out. See there? Yeah, but let's go and get some wood and try it out. Initial impressions of the blade is it's pretty sharp. Actually, you know what? I'll try it on a piece of paper here just to see what it's like. Yeah, it's actually quite sharp. Yeah, not bad. As you can see, it's very wet here today. It's been raining on and off for the past few days, so everything is absolutely soaking. The forest in general is soaking. Even getting dry sticks is next to impossible. Right, here's the sticks here. So, get a look. I'm trying this to see how this goes. So normally, when I find the driest sticks I can, and sort of shave off the bark, because usually the bark is what holds all the moisture in. And if you can shave that bark off, you'll get a reasonably dry stick. So yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all now. So yeah, it cuts quite nicely. Takes the bark off quite nicely. Compare that to my moor knife, just my moor knife. The moor knife companion, I think it's called. In comparison, size comparison is something around that there. The blades, yeah, the blades slightly bit bigger on this little knife. Thickness, yeah, it's a bit thicker on this guy. So it feels a bit heavier too. And see, overall this is probably a much sturdier knife. There's no looseness or anything on it. I'll try another stick here just to see. See how it does shoot me up as well. Now, the grind on this knife is not a Scandi grind. It's kind of a double beveled. This initial bevel here, and then another bevel on the edge itself. It's definitely not sharp enough to cut hair or anything like that. Well, there's some on it there. So yeah, you can see it's sharp enough. Not bad, considering this thing cost €6. That's right, €6. I might try a bit of battening with this, see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to go with this very small piece of wood here to batten. I do understand it's not a very good taste, but it's not something I do very often, so I don't want to try a big piece. So yeah, this seems to do that job alright. Right, I don't think there's much more we can test on this. We'll go to the next one. Okay, so let's get on to the other knife. This is the second knife, one with the striker, fire striker. This one is immediately feels way lighter, a lot lighter. The fire striker, I assume, is on here. Okay. So I'm assuming this is nowhere near full tang. Judging how far this goes in, I wouldn't be too confident about the sturdiness or the strength of this knife and the handle. It feels strong, but again, I just wouldn't be doing a pinch maybe. But the blade is about the same sharpness as the last one. Let's see if some hair there, but have a look at the instructions there. Say you can strike it off the back of the blade. So we'll try the shaving some sticks here first tonight. See how that goes. Yeah, it feels sharp enough. It's not overly sharp, obviously, but it definitely does the job. But it just feels flimsier. I wouldn't want to rely on the strength of this thing. The hand will feel, you can just tell it's hollow inside. Actually, there's no wee rubber grommet in this one. There's a hole in the bottom. As you can see there. The fit is a friction fit. There's no click there as such. It just fits onto your belt with the very like the Mara knife sheath clip. The striker has a little string on it there too. So we'll give the striker a whirl here to see how it goes. That's pretty good. It's actually very good. Yep, we'll give that a test and we'll lighten the fire now in a minute. I'm going to shave a few more sticks, enough for make a fire and get a kettle going. And I'll come back at that stage. Okay, so we'll just have a wee little cotton ball, some vaseline on there. I'm going to try out this striker here now. See? I should take it out first. Yeah, does the job pretty good. overall, out of the two knives, without any shadow of a doubt, this one is definitely the best. I'm actually surprised how good this knife is. I didn't expect it to be anything as good as this at all. It's really, really strong. It feels really, really nice in your hand. It's a nice size. It's got a nice wide blade. It's nice and sharp out of the box. It's got a decent sheath. You see the sheath there stuck around my belt. They're not as, they don't click in as nice as the mower knife there. Thin and out. Very easy. These are a bit more sticky, but this knife, for me, it's too light, it's too flimsy, and it's very liable to break. I wouldn't want to depend on it. It might be okay, if you have like a survival kit, like a tin or whatever, and sometimes there's like very wee flimsy pocket knives. This might be a decent replacement for that, but again, it's kind of flimsy itself. I would be pretty confident that if I pushed hard enough against that tree, that would break. But again, I'm pushing brave and hard, and it's not breaking. So, yeah, I will find a use for this. Maybe as a fishing knife or something like that. The fact that it has a wee striker is also very handy. Again, the sheath for this there, you see, it's a bit sticky. It just doesn't go in the best at all, but they do the job. And again, as I say, for €6, I don't really see how you can go far wrong. If I was to choose one of the, if you're going wanting to buy one of these, get the heavier one without any doubt. The heavier one is just that one there. It's fantastic in my opinion. For €6, you're not going to get a better knife for €6, and that's without a shadow of a doubt. Anyway, this tea looks like it's about to fire off here. I was planning to get a wee fire going here today, but I don't know if I'm going to have time now. Get the cup on the job here. Yeah, as you can see, there's been rain here. Let's check this kettle here. Yes, should be enough. So, anyway, that's my review of those knives. They're reasonably sharp. They're very cheap. If you're looking for a knife, if you want to start out in bushcraft and camping or whatever. Oh, hang on. Get this guy off here. For starting off in bushcraft or camping, as I say, if you want a decent, good knife that'll do a lot of things, a lot of tasks for you, that won't break. I would imagine too this would take you could get a very, very sharp blade on this if you wanted. I personally don't like a very, very sharp blade. I don't really see, I have no particular need for a very sharp blade. The only thing it does for me is it increases my risk of slashing myself, or cutting myself. As long as it's sharp enough to cut rope, to cut wood, to peel bark off wood, things like that, to gut fish or cut flesh off fish, fillet them. That's all I want, and I don't need a very, 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 very sharp knife to do that. I just need a sharp knife to do that. One that I can run my finger on and not take a a chunk of my finger off. So yeah, anyway, that was a long story. This is a recommended, definitely recommended knife. If you're thinking of buying it, if you're on the fence of buying it, it's €6. I would say go out and buy it. You won't be disappointed with it. The other one, you might be disappointed with it. It's just a bit flimsy for me. But it has a wee fire striker, and yeah, it's got a kind of a novelty item to it, I suppose. Again, it would be good enough. They're both stainless steel, so they won't rust up too bad on you. Anyway, that's about it for me. I'm going to kept you here long enough banging on about that. I'll say goodbye and hope you have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. If you've watched this far, and if you like this, subscribe and give it a like, and I'll try and get more videos like this out.